Welcome to another edition of Game Club Central. I'm Marty, your host. And today, I'm joined by a special guest. Are you there, special guest?
I'm still cowering in the corner after my defeat.
It's Cactus Jack, everybody. He came to visit. So, welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hello, MCAP. Hello, Paladin. Anybody else out there? Today, we're doing something a little different. We're not playing pinball.
Hello.
We are going to talk about what we did together and how it went, how we created it. Pretty freeform. So, thanks for joining us. Not at my cab today. Sitting at the desk. We have a white wedding. With that said, here's the show as it was presented. A little cut up, but
Marty.
Cut down the volume on this.
Smug. Game Club Central. Interesting word.
There we go. So, Paladin, how did this start? What was the what day did we start talking about this? And
I believe it was Thursday morning, early Thursday morning. I was like, I really want to do a WWF stream for Wrestlemania.
And you said, let's do a head-to-head battle, right? So, sorry, I'm hearing you twice.
I always wanted it to be a battle stream.
Yeah, so Paladin came to me and said, hey, let's do a battle stream. I've been trying to get one together, and I'm trying to think, when did we do the other one? I'm looking. So
We did Beach Bums on Saturday night, and that was kind of a battle
dry run
head test.
Yeah, so we started talking Thursday, and he said, let's do a head-to-head, and I said, yeah, let's do a head-to-head, but let's take it to the next level. It's WrestleMania. There's a lot of people in the community who stream. There's a lot of people in the community who create things. Why don't we go to them and see if they'd like to be a part of this? I think my first email went out Friday to a few of the people I wanted to enlist help from.
And it just sort of exploded from there.
Well, that was me being too ambitious, basically, and trying to include everybody. I didn't get to everybody, but we did a pretty good job. Dog, you need to stop.
Given the maybe 4 or 5 nights of actual prep time, the community engagement was just insane.
Yeah, I want to go over some of that and thank some people for that. But long story short, there was 2 camps of people. Thank you for the raid, Jared. Hey, McCasey. Good to see you. It started with... I went to Joey, and I want to see how I approached Joey with this. I can't remember. This is fun to reminisce. But,
Point to the man who will need diapers. After the tears, he will cry. The macho man, Marty,
all right.
is not happy with your decision to call me out.
Oh.
I am the cream in the world.
So it started on the 25th. What day is that? Okay, so Friday, I was reaching out to Joe. Like, Joe, you like wrestling? I love wrestling. I said, Paladin and I are doing the same thing Thursday, but we want to liven it up a bit. He's like, oh, that's cool. So then I told him about my idea of having people do cameos as their favorite wrestler in a 10-second clip or so. Initially was just a really light idea. And then Let's see. That same night, Paladin took a self-portrait, and I sent it to Joey, and within 3 hours, we had our first image, which was the Macho Man versus Cactus Jack image, and the 2 separate pieces of art for that. And Joey just kept giving me stuff, and then Nailbuster started to say he would.
So while you
out.
were doing that,
Go ahead. Paladin, go
I
ahead.
was setting up a green screen, and we were watching Nailbuster's stream, and we were chatting back and forth. And then Nailbuster and Hawkeyes did a head-to-head battle of WWF, and I went full panic.
Forgot about that. Yeah, Paladin lost all motivation on Friday night, basically saying, well, it's already done now. And I said, what did I say to you? It's not done the way we're going to do it. Because we should be pinball powerhouses, right?
So I continued. I set up my green screen, and I cut probably 20 takes of this video.
And how many drinks had you had prior to that? Little liquid courage?
Oh, I was lit.
I think we have a little delay, by the way. 3 seconds, 4 maybe. Yeah. All right.
At least.
It's okay.
I'm trying.
You're doing fine. So, you know, I had to pull Paladin off the ropes Friday night. He was ready to throw in the towel. And I assured him that we could take the idea and run with it. And that's when we started talking about Wrestlemaniacs Part 2. And the idea behind Part 2 is Cactus Jack and Macho Man will team up and take on Hawkeyes and Giacomo. This is definitely a work in progress, but the idea will be to have a 4-person pinball battle where we're tagging opponents in and out visually and operationally within the stream after each ball. So a pinball tag team match is in the works for next. Our opponents, hopefully, will be the Ball Busters. And that remotivated everybody to take it to the next level. Go ahead, you take the floor for a minute.
So I was just, I'm excited for the future of where this is going to go. It's going to be an impressive technical feat.
We'll get there. In the meantime, I'm hoping some people actually come up and challenge me for the belt, because I could, at any moment, start up a stream again without all the promotional work, and be pretty easy to just do a battle. I just have to send the information, get the data from your machine to mine for the live stream, and we can battle live. Somebody can take the belt from me, and we can rinse, repeat every freaking weekend. Yes, Joe also did the title belt. My idea for the title belt, if we continue this thought process, that if a streamer beats me, the streamer can have the belt as an emoji in their channel until they lose the belt. So currently, it's a Game Club Central only emote. But my hope is that we can pass this championship belt around and share it if a different streamer wins, like Paladin or Jared, beat me in a head-to-head pinball battle, they get to carry the belt until they lose it.
WWE rules right now, if they have rules, state you have to defend your belt every 30 days.
Nice. I don't know if we're gonna stick to all those kind of rules, but I'm about ready to start promotion on who's my next challenger.
No, I'm thinking 90 days sounds like a more reasonable time frame.
Mm-hmm. That wouldn't be horrible. Jared, we could do FX3. I could battle you in FX3. I would have a little more difficulty, but Battle Stream should work fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pinballers of all ages, Game Club Central and Paladin Arcade proudly present.
So, look forward to the next challenger and the next Battle
It would be
Stream.
worth testing for sure. It would be a lot of fun to try and a little more animated playfield.
Yeah, but that also could lead to more chop in the stream. We'll see. We'd have to find out. But I don't see why not. It's a pinball battle. It doesn't have to be VPX. As long as it can be on your machine and I can separate the DMD and the playfield, anything's possible. So, look forward to part 2. Hopefully that'll be a tag team, but there should also... I like the thought of monthly matches. Not sure where to go with that, but we'll see. So the layout, very proud of this layout that was created. I had started by mocking something up. Joey gave me the ring image, and I basically created wrestling rings around the camera frames and the playfields. And then Joey took what I did and made it cartoon and much more appealing visually than I could do. So I really appreciated Joey doing that. Yeah, I mean, this wouldn't have looked the way it looked without Joey's help. I had something close, but I still have a long ways to go. I'll show you guys an early version of the layout. Let's see here.
And Casey was a last-minute addition
Oh,
as
gosh,
the ring announcer, and he did an excellent job with the 15 minutes of instruction.
Yeah, Casey did not have a lot of time to work with, guys. And here, just so you see it, is the original layout prior to Joey doing the work for the ring and some of the other stuff, but we were getting there. All right, and then
This layout is so much better than the one that I did a mock-up of, though.
it's all right. It's a judgment-free zone. I'll have to see what Joe's sending me links this morning. I'll have to go see what that's about. Yeah, so from there, I said, okay, we have a layout. We have somebody to compete with. Let me go find all of those pre-show and mid-show and end-show drama battles that we see in the WWF action. And I reached out to no less than 40 people total, out of which we got a lot of assistance. The first ones to help out was VPin Workshop. Scampa stepped up, rendered probably 6 different times a version of the VPin Workshop commercial so that we could all have, representation of the creators there. I hit Astro. I asked Astro to do a promotion. For the record, he ignored me. He did encourage folks to help me create a commercial. I just don't think he was willing to get in his Speedo and get on camera. I did try. I wanted everybody to know that.
To be fair, he was prepping for vacation.
Yes, and the timing of me reaching out to everybody was horrible because TPF was going on. And everybody was at TPF. Come Monday, 3 days prior to the event, I went on a full offensive and started engaging with people in ways that they couldn't avoid me. So I annoyed a lot of people, but at the end of the day, those that were annoyed by me ended up sending a wonderful message at the end saying how much they enjoyed it, appreciated being a part of it. And I gotta say, people really stepped up. Since we're watching Frisco here, I'll give you a little bit of that. Frisco obviously lives in Texas and was a big part of TPF, had a lot of people that wanted to interact with him. When he finally got back on Monday, I hit him up, and Tuesday, he finally got back to me. We talked, and he was a little hesitant because I don't think he knew what my motivations were. Once I explained we were doing this for a community thing, not a channel thing, he came right on board. He loved the idea and whipped out that promo right at the deadline I gave him, which was 3 p.m. On Thursday. So he was a last-minute submission and probably one of the most energetic. I'd also say Spaghetti was pretty damn energetic and creative. So we were blessed with some pretty awesome people helping out. I don't want to leave anybody out, even those that did live shout-outs on their streams for me, like Fliptronic.
I really want Spaghetti's NXT belt.
It's a hell of a nice belt. And Spaghetti did his own cutting off, if anybody didn't know that. He came up with that idea. It was so well executed. I laugh every time I see that. If you don't already, send Spaghetti a follow because he's an entertaining watch. He actually plays a lot of the new wrestling game, but he also plays pinball. But his creativity is top notch, so we really appreciate him. And then Hup Challenge, I mean, I know them pretty well. I hang out in their stream a lot and harass Spec and Jordan as much as I can. But Jordan stepped up Tuesday, and boy, did they deliver. Wow. Giacomo was first, though, guys. Giacomo sent me a 2 to 3 minute clip that I got to turn into 3 separate. That's fun. And there's our buddy McCasey, the Southern gentleman, the last minute announcer. Did he look like Johnny Cage to you, Paladin? Because he reminded me of Johnny
Casey
Cage.
made this promo before he knew he was going to be announcing. And yeah, he totally looks like, I think he looks more like Jim Cornette than Johnny Cage. But it was the character he was going for.
He did a good job. And then there's Mr. Hardlog, class act.
But he said
Real
it's
wrestler.
going to take me a while to get to it, and 15 minutes later, I had a promo.
Yep. I think we all psyched ourselves out too much. It took me 3 days to make my first promo and 22 takes. But after that, I was like, wow, I overthought this. Yeah, MCAP. Everybody had titles and belts because, you know, why not? Screw it. At least we got to see everybody's belt. What was your Your favorite
Mr.
promo.
Hardluck did an amazing job. Also an actual wrestler. I don't know. I'm torn between Frisco and Spaghetti. Frisco, I just I didn't see him going all out. I knew whatever he did was going to be amazing, but I mean, he threw everything into it. Giacomo, too, because that's such a different character from real life. That was all out.
I'm still having nightmares about Hawkeyes because he yelled at me. What
Hawkeye
else?
said he was going to shove a sock up my butt. Or was it my sock up your butt?
I think it was up your butt, but I don't remember exactly. And then we had to make some costumes, guys. So Paladin was talking about his costume. I was talking about mine. And I'll let Cactus talk about his, but mine, if anybody's curious, wife and I went to the thrift store. We found the most colorful jacket I could find in an XXL. And then we bought some cheap t-shirts that went in a color matching scheme with that. And for $6, I was able to come up with Randy Macho Man Marty, not Randy, Macho Man Marty Savage. And my wife, my lovely, lovely wife, modeled it for me and basically sewed all of these t-shirts onto the jacket and created something wonderful for me. I then got a belt thanks to Paladin Arcade and completed that outfit. For those of you that saw my intro, I actually had 6 jackets on underneath this, plus those air pillows you get for shipping in my chest. So this was a little hot for what it's worth. Paladin, how did your costume come together? And talk a little bit about your Dude Love costume change. And then tell us about your stool.
All right, so in the intro, I don't know that I'm on camera when this was broadcasting live. I thought that everybody was just seeing the pre-recorded, so I was like super excited. The original costume for the first promo was just a Kevin Owens shirt. I went with that because I thought I looked like Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens isn't so much a character, so then I was like, I'll do Cactus Jack because I can pull off Mick Foley. I'm a larger guy. In the intro piece video that's displaying, I totally broke that stool, which is why you see me hesitate when I throw it. As soon as I picked it up, it just snapped in half. Talking like Mick Foley and trying to do the Mrs. Foley's baby boy and the Mankind voice got really old, so I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna switch to Dude Love and love everybody. I have a stack of wrestling shirts next to me. I didn't know how much I was gonna change shirts during the stream. I was also, if I was losing into the third round, I was just gonna go shirtless for the last one and say screw it. And
you needed to tear your shirt off,
unfortunately.
Casey's still driving for your stool fund. We'll get you there.
The Dude Love shirt I might have been willing to tear. The Cactus Jack shirt is actually signed by Cactus Jack, which is why I didn't cut the sleeves off, but I thought about it for a long time.
Nah, you should have just grabbed an old white shirt and torn it off just for fun. My favorite promo of yours is the Anderson Spine Buster with Mean Gene. We need more of those next time. Locker room.
Feel that pressure building up, Marty. I wish I had saved the alternate takes of the Anderson Spine Buster with Mean Gene. There was a bunch of them, but I felt really weird about if I should take my shirt off for that, even though it fit the character. But I was nervous about it, and then I sent it to you, and you were like, "Oh my gosh, you went shirtless! This is awesome!" I'm like, "Okay, good, it worked."
Yep, best one ever. And if anybody's wondering where I got that graphic from, here's where Mean Gene came from. Took a lot of work to get Mean Gene out of that image. What else can we tell them? I saw some comments, mostly from you, Jared, about, is this staged? No, it wasn't staged. And honestly, I don't think it could have gone any better how I won the first one and Paladin, you won the second one. I mean, that couldn't have gone any better. I know it was a joke, but the timing was impeccable because he had just won. That was fun.
Yeah, you can see the frustration on my face at how poor this first game is going here.
Yeah. Yeah. We definitely should have investigated this game more.
Every intention of trash talking you, and I just could not get it together on this first game. I think I house balled the second ball, and it was just terrible.
That's all right. It was fun. Oh, the other thing we wanted to do, guys, but ran out of time. We wanted to actually have title cards for all the wrestlers, so they would come up. It would have their weight, their height, their special move, and their image there, but that didn't work out for us. I ran out of time. That would have been fun, though. What else? Hey, and you got a new logo out of all this work, too.
I was amused in my intro there. I said it before. I didn't realize that my camera frame had gone down and I was on camera. I was totally like picking my nose and watching and laughing during my entrance and not realizing that everybody could see me in the corner of the camera.
Well, they could only half see you. Hopefully you were picking your left nostril. They wouldn't have seen that. I wholeheartedly apologize to you for that. So
I didn't hear it in the replay, but at one point when I drained, Casey whispers, "Oh no, that wasn't supposed to happen." And I couldn't hear it in the stream, but I was trying not to laugh.
Yeah. What can I say? I gotta screw something up every stream. It's just part of my brand now. In fact, now that I think about it, our promos were supposed to go here, and it had the chat window and everything, and I screwed that up and went back to the old, this one. I don't know why I did that. I had it all ready to go, and I didn't use it. I'm a dummy. What kind of screw-ups did you have today, Jared? Go ahead, Pally, you talk for a bit. I'm talking too much.
Yeah,
I messed up the playback.
I still love I love the belt, and this is more fun every time I go back and rewatch it. I did not expect when we were going through it, I felt like I was doing horrible and screwing up, and everybody's watching me, and man, I feel like I failed. And then to go back and watch the chat and the community engagement, people were just eating it up, and even the little mistakes here and there just played into it. It felt like an independent wrestling show.
Chat was on
I think it
fire.
Was very well received in comparison to what I was thinking at this particular moment in time when you could see my face on stream there. I was like, I am slipping it up so bad.
You did really well. I thought the only area we could have improved in, and I think it improved over time as Casey got more confidence, was the energy level we were putting out. But after the first table, I saw that gradually increase, and I see it only getting better next time. But that was the only constructive criticism I heard or wanted to offer myself, was we could have upped the energy level a little bit. Of course, if we had rehearsed it and I had given you a better script, Casey, you wouldn't have felt so thrown to the wolves. You did awesome.
I feel you, Casey. The delay is brutal because I'm fighting the delay right now.
And I don't understand that, because you weren't fighting the delay this much the night of. Is it because you're double ear and you don't have that today?
So right now, I'm not hearing you through Video Ninja, so I'm going by the stream audio.
Okay. So you're dealing with what Casey was dealing with, which is a long delay. 6, 8, 9, 10, 13. Say something, Paladin.
Something Paladin.
20-second delay, people. So imagine Casey's having to wait 20 seconds, up to 20 seconds, to hear us, and then he's talking, and by the time he starts talking, we're talking over him. Not ideal. So we've learned.
The other tech issue is that with doing the head-to-head battle stream, there is a 3 to 5 second delay from my table streaming to Marty's table to when Casey sees it. So I'm afraid to react when I complete challenges because I wanted Casey to call it out, and I don't know how long it takes my video to get to the end point.
Yeah. Why is this playing again?
I think the table is 3 to 5 seconds. You'll notice in the playback when there's scene transitions, you don't see my table right when we come back from the promo videos. And you could probably do a 3 to 5 count, and then it comes back, and that's how long it takes.
Yeah. It was 4 seconds from what I could tell. Same thing on the score. I don't know if any of you guys noticed that, but we had a scoreboard, and that was actually automated with a script Paladin wrote that mapped a network drive to McCasey's computer. And then McCasey was updating a text file with the score, and that would send it upstream to my OBS desktop. Pretty cool, but about 6 seconds delayed total. That was a nice scoring system, though. I'm hoping to incorporate that with some of Eric's stuff somehow. I don't know how yet.
And it was only exacerbated because Casey's watching the stream and then updating it.
Yep. This was my favorite clip when we broke Mary. Very infectious laugh.
We broke Mary.
Manu was the one person I was really bummed I didn't get to make a video. He was just too busy. He's trying to finish his new theater 3.0, and I think he's going on vacation in a few days here, so I let him off the hook and just grabbed whatever I could get from him. And I found the most horrible pictures I could find of him on Google and put them up there at the end.
At some point, we'll have to circle around and post some of the bloopers as either channel videos or save them for another time.
I will. I plan on getting them together. The realization is I don't have as many as I thought. But I'll get some of the pre-clip, post-clip stuff together, and I do not have a blooper reel for you guys today. I can show you some stuff, but the other thing that was challenging for me, and I'm still learning a lot about how to separate backgrounds, but some of these guys filmed it without any sort of backdrop, and I had to learn a new method called rotoscoping, where you basically mask out everything about the subject, which will allow you to exclude the background. This is the beginning of that. This is what I learned after Giacomo's video, because I was able to take some of that background out, but it's not perfect, and I had to crop it to get it to work. And I forgot a noise gate on this video, so it was loud.
I was still very impressed with everybody having different green screens and different backgrounds. You did a great job making them look unified, even if there's some imperfections.
Yeah, I tried. Thank you. I'll do better next time, because now I know how to truly separate it. The limit I had, and the reason they looked the way they did, my machine needs more memory, because you have to do this in After Effects, and it kills your machine when you process it. Ooh, that reminds me, I need to get Lynn added into our YouTube notifications. Lynn posted a video today on the streaming cart she made, if that interests anybody.
This is a great clip from Lynn. I chuckle every time I see it.
She's pretty cool. I want to support her more, so let's get her into the YouTube done, and I'm gonna add her into the Twitch notifications as well.
Holy moly, things are certainly heating up here at Wrestlemaniacs.
There we go. So you guys will now be notified when Lynn goes live. And did anybody
I should have
catch
been
that?
counting there, but that was an example of my table not coming back from delay.
I was trying to figure out why Dude Love was coming in.
So for those uninitiated in wrestling, Mick Foley plays 3 separate characters. His original was Cactus Jack, which is the crazy bang bang guy. And then he later, when he went to WWF, they put a mask on him and he was Mankind, which was kind of the same sort of crazy asylum character. And then at some point, he did a joke character to make fun of the other two, which were more serious, although rather humorous. And that was Dude Love, who was your tradition or your stereotypical hippie. And then the three of them would play off of each other, and he would do side-by-side videos where he would have Dude Love announce Mankind. And that's kind of where the Mrs. Foley's baby boy comes from, and just the craziness of having split personalities.
By the way, Jared, I've been trying to add...
Mankind started with Sacco, and when he tag teamed with The Rock, that was the Rock and Sock connection. But at some point, all of them have had Mr. Sacco.
Just a side note, Jared, I've been trying to add your... Twitch channel to the bot notifications, but I think it's still too new, so I just wanted you to know I keep looking. We needed more help on this, Jared. We needed another staff member, man. Where were you? Oh, this was fun. Oh, thanks for the follow, Jog. Kind of a boring stream today, but I appreciate you following us. Thanks.
To be fair, the first couple days we kept it very tight to the chest because we wanted it to be a surprise. And I agree. Next time we need more staff.
Well, we weren't keeping it a surprise in the staff channel. I was letting, you know. But I really wanted to tease you guys. I wanted it to be a build-up. And I think we accomplished that. We had a huge raid from Buffalo Pinball. Thank you to Dave's Arcade for probably helping with that. But this is the biggest turnout we've ever seen at this channel, and I'm most proud of it, not for what it drove to the channel, but for what it did for the community, making others aware of everybody else, and hopefully encouraging more events like this in the future. I had a good time. So guys, eventually, I would like...
I had a great time, and I can't thank you enough, Marty, for taking what was just supposed to be like a simple idea and making it this massive community event.
Well, that's what I want to do with everything moving forward. So I would love to see our FX3 weekly competitions continue. Those are fun. But I would also like to see a weekly show on Sundays done in an ESPN style format where we're showing the news of the week for pinball, the new tables, and possibly having a head-to-head competition once a week. That will be in addition to the thought of VPX tournaments, which this helped me flesh out more, but I'm still a little bit a ways from my vision. So I could use help with that too. While I'm scrambling for things to talk about, I'll go over what we're doing this week so everybody knows. Monday, of course, is the FX3 tournament over at Paladin Arcade's channel. And we are playing Deadpool and Civil War. So come on by and join us for that. Tuesday, we are playing a new table, an original table. And can you guess what it is? Any guesses from the channel if you haven't already seen it? Let's see. Clockwise. There we go. Any guesses on Tuesday's LL Cool Play table? There's a hint for you on screen. All right, guessing's over. It is Voodoo's Carnival, Tuesday, LL Cool Play, and we will raffle off this voodoo doll to one lucky winner. Handmade by my wife. Her new thing. Wednesday, back here for FX3, and
How long does take your wife to make those dolls?
that was
That's
2 days.
impressive work.
The dragons take a little longer, and she makes a unicorn. The unicorn takes 4 days. I'm trying really hard to get her to make a Macho Man Marty doll. I think that would be pretty freaking awesome. But I love what she's doing because it allows me to give you something unique, custom, individual.
If you raffle that off, I hope I can be in on the raffle.
Yeah, well, I'd like to get a Cactus Jack one too. But my thought with those stupid little things is they're easy to ship. And, you know, I can buy my wife yarn a lot easier than I can buy Steam gift cards every week. And, you know, I don't know about you guys. You'll have to tell me. But I think they're very unique gifts that you can stick somewhere and remember, you know, that one time on Gabe Club Central that you won the voodoo doll. You know, stupid, but I want to keep it unique and personalized. So we'll be giving away more unique stuffed animals, for lack of a better word. What else? I didn't script today.
Casey, should I just stuff Sacco and I can auction that off on stream, unwashed and everything?
I did think about giving away the jacket, but I don't think anybody wants that. Guys, if you aren't already a part of it, make sure you go follow Jared. Jared has a new logo, also drawn by Joe Picasso. He's getting some content together and working out all his little bugs. Make sure you go say hi.
Yeah, it's been a struggle.
Well, don't have
As
clips
Jacob
here.
would know, we had no mic.
Let me pull that over. Oh, look, I messed up my DMD. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Whee! I'm sorry, guys. This is a really weird stream today. I am not used to not playing a game. All right. Back over here. Paste. There we go. Give him a proper shout out. Here we go.
Field note went right down to the drain. Now, I don't know if it actually did that. I'd have to actually look at the replay.
Sure, Jared. What do you need help with? What are you missing?
The only downside is I didn't hit record on this today.
Nice clip, man. Look at that logo. I wonder who clipped that. It's pretty cool.
Probably a good thing I didn't hit record either because it would have really been screwed up with that disconnect earlier.
And there goes our promo starting all the way over again. There we go. Yeah. Altered the layout midstream. Don't you see me do that all the time? Did you see me placing the belt wherever I could during the middle of the stream like this? Let's see. What other tidbits we got, pal?
You want to talk about your little exploit here in round 3 that I'm
Oh,
still
thank you.
mildly bitter over?
Yes, so In round 3, Paladin picked collect 6 wrestlers. About 15 minutes before, maybe 30 minutes before we started the stream, I was learning how to play the table. Frisco had given me a breakdown the night before. Basically just run the center ramp over and over again. But I found in a YouTube tutorial that basically if you get to ball 3 and you've reached a certain score amount, you'll automatically get all 9 wrestlers lit up. So right when we started, I asked Casey to explain the rules. He did. Then I said, I don't understand because I can't count. Could you explain the rules again? And we had already plunged. Then Joey had shouted out in chat, what are the rules? And because we'd asked so many times and not gotten any clarification outside of you need to collect 6 wrestlers, I decided to use the classic wrestler cheating move and use the exploit. And it worked out really well. Got all 9 wrestlers. And nobody called me out on that. And scene.
So in round 2 with the multi-ball, after losing round 1 so terribly, I was 100%, if I was losing round 2, I was going to hit the extra ball button and just buy back in.
Well, that was the beautiful thing with multi-ball that I screwed up on. We didn't need to wait for a second timer on the plunge. We were told you can keep playing until you reach multi-ball. When I reached ball 3, I stopped and I kind of gave up and I was waiting for you to finish your ball. There's no way I would have gotten to multi-ball, but I should have kicked off another game right there. Hi, Lynn. And then the Macho Man reflection was from me. Normally you guys don't see me because A, I wear a dark shirt, and B, I usually have my lights in a little different position. I had screwed with that right before the stream because I was filming all of my promos. And much like my camera not being right, that also was not set up properly, so. Fun stuff. Definitely should have scripted this out better for Casey. He would have been more confident. I
think the reflection is kind of cool. I think it fit the event.
I don't mind it. When I look back at this, I see pluses and minuses with the camera versus direct capture. On your side, the table looks more authentic, like dark where it should be, whereas mine looks clearer and smoother. It's really strange. I love how WWF comes in through your shirt. Oh, here's the big screw up.
It doesn't help that for whatever reason, I always have performance issues with the Haunt Freaks version of this table, so I was tweaking it up until 2 seconds before we go live.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Why didn't that work? It's supposed to work. Grrr. Oh, I know why. Wait. Grrr. There you go. There you go, Lynn.
Sorry.
An extra. I put 3 R's, not 2.
Sorry.
Thank you, Manu, for the clip. Specs, everyone. There's a bunch of chat commands.
Really? I haven't all day.
Let's see. There's a bunch you guys haven't found yet.
Red alert! All hands to battle stations!
In my moment of glory!
I hope you're making note of these. Paladin, you're my best friend.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep! You want to go do karate in the garage?
You want to go do karate in the garage?
Paladin, aka Cactus Jack? Yeah, that sounds like a terrifying match. It's gonna be one for the ages, but you
Absolutely.
didn't invite me now, did ya? Nope, you didn't want me to cut down the competition, because you know that I would.
Well,
Turtle.
I like turtles. And
I'll buy that for $1.
You'll notice that he wrapped his garden shears and made them look just like the scissors from
oh yeah,
barbershop Brutus Briefcake promos.
yeah, Joey went all out. Definitely excited about wrestling. The lengths a lot of people went to. I mean, Joey wrapped his... By the way, was anybody afraid Joey was going to cut his junk off or his nose off with those clippers? Because I was.
Okay. I will most definitely take that.
Hold on.
I like George's clip, too.
Got egg white?
That would have been quite the blooper reel.
George was going to do a live clip, but on his way back from Colorado, all of his streaming equipment got stolen. He lost his moving camera mount, his camera, a laptop, you know, he lost a lot of stuff. He's awesome, though. I still can't get over Giacomo. Oh, Undertaker. Undertaker is Retro Geek, for those of you that don't know. And he was the ultimate last-minute submission. So we started streaming at 9 p.m. Eastern. Undertaker reached out to me at like 7:20 and sends me a link. And I've never talked to Retro Geek before. So first I had to clue into who Retro Geek was, because I remembered the name from Manu's stream, and, you know, it was familiar. But I had forgotten he was a creator. And then I opened his video, and I didn't understand what he'd sent me, because it was a cell phone video in the dark, and it was really hard to hear. So I told him the audio was weird. He goes, let me redo it. And I go, it's really dark too. And he said, it's supposed to be. It's the Undertaker. And I'm like, oh, now I get it. You're sending me a submission an hour before I stream that you want me to get into the show. Okay. Can you re-record it? Because I can't hear you. So he re-recorded it. He sent it to me at 8 o'clock. And by 8:35, I had it all edited. Joey had created artwork for The Undertaker. And at 9:02, I put it into the stream. And that's where I screwed up our promotions. Because I couldn't add him into what I had already created. So I had to add him as a second video. So you'll see multiple points where Undertaker's talking over Giacomo or whatever. But it was cool to have a last-minute submission and a new wrestler complete with artwork. Yeah, that auto pan rig is pretty damn cool.
So you talked about the jacket. Where did the hat come from? Is that from the personal collection, or did you find it?
Dad, Bob broke your beard. No, I didn't. Doug broke.
Wow, where'd that come from? The hat was just the shiniest thing I could find on Amazon. I really wanted something that had about 3 more gallons in it, like Macho Man, but I couldn't find it. It's now proudly displayed up here on top of the arcade, if you can see it. Yeah. With the glasses right underneath it. Staged just like Macho Man. So, thank you for the new hat, guys. I am now looking forward to Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, otherwise known as Glow. I really would like to put together a Glow wrestling competition. Maybe Lynn and Paladin's wife, or Casey and Paladin's wife. We need a Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, guys. I think we should do that. I am not a huge wrestling fan. Never was. And, I'll admit that freely.
My wife is all in for Glow. I'm looking forward to Southern Virtual Pinball.
That's all on Casey, man. He's got to get that together. My goal is to give you guys produced content probably once a month to start, but I want to highly polish a show like we did and present it once a month. My current next idea, there's two. There's Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, which is easy to accomplish because we've already got a lot of the assets ready. The next idea is a hot tub ASMR pinball stream, which is always talked about. It's a joke, but I have a thought for that, and mark my words, we will have a highly polished show with hot tubs, sexy voices, and pinball this summer, coming to a Twitch near you. I also, Paladin, I haven't told you this yet. I'll go ahead and leak it here.
Is there a sign-up sheet for the hot tub stream?
Not yet. Not yet. I'm getting things together. I'll let you know. And I'm probably leaking this way too early, but I'll need help with it. I'm planning a pinball sitcom show. It'll just be a pilot. But I hope you guys see my vision here. I want to produce entertainment with pinball. So, yeah, this was, I would love to help with that, Lynn. You and Ellie, oh my God, please, let's do it. I mean, I'm serious. I will support you. If you want to stream it on your channel, I'll help you promote. You want to stream it on my channel, I'll run the show for you and you can just perform and entertain. I'd very much like to make this monthly for fun. Some sort of wrestling battle once a month. Why not? I cannot tell you guys how many people sent me messages of thanks or wanting to get involved on the next one. So, Paladin, your efforts and idea here really helped energize the community and bring us together, which, frankly, is why I'm doing this. So thank you to you for the motivation.
I think it's a theme that translates really well because it has a built-in hype up to an event. And in the end of the day, it's just silly, which makes it fun.
Yeah, I like the drama component of it. I like that. So, well, I'm going to wrap up the wrap-up show, unless there's anything you can think of that we haven't talked about. And then I'm going to go get ready to do a pinball stream here in a little while, probably an hour or so.
No, I think you put a bow on it pretty well. I look forward to what the future holds, and I can't say thank you enough to everybody in the community for the video submissions. And Marty, I'm amazed at how fast you put this together and how well it came out. I mean, it was a simple idea I had watching you stream something else, and it became a whole scale event, and I couldn't be happier with how amazing it was.
Very proud of it. It was a labor of love, and I'm surprised it came out as well as it did. So just goes to show you that with a little passion and partnership, you can do anything. So let's take you to the end credits. Paladin, you are going to love today's end credits. At least I think you will.